Good evening. Really exciting game for us. I guess the second year in a row we've come out to the West Coast and played a pretty exciting game. I think the resiliency of this team really showed itself tonight. This has been a team that has been extremely close the entire offseason, really from the end of that bowl game on. And I was really excited about coaching this team in a game. We knew we had a great challenge coming out here to the West Coast with Coach Leach and their passing attack and a quarterback in their system for 3 years. And we got a couple key stops in the second half. It wasn't always pretty, but we got one more stop than they did, and we were able to get the win. Questions?
Kyle, is that the key against an offense like this? You got the big 3 and out, you got the sack at the end. Once you're winning, you know you're going to give up some points, but you just got to hang in there.
I think it really comes down to what the flow of the game is. We don't come into the game thinking we're going to give up this many points, but we're certainly aware of the power of this offense and how good they are. You see it on film, and when a game gets into a rhythm like this, offensively, you got to be able to answer. And I thought we were able to answer. I don't know if the game was ever more than a score either way. So I felt pretty good about where we were at within the game. And like I said, in the second half, I thought we got a couple key stops, and I felt like if we could get the lead late and allow the pass rush to get turned loose a little bit, we'd have a chance.
Did you go in thinking that you had enough offensive firepower to win a game like this, shootout?
I did. I felt like going into it that we would have enough offense. I didn't think that would be an issue. I thought we'd be able to make enough plays as long as we were able to run the ball effectively. Because for us, that's really how we work. For us to go out there and throw it every down like Washington State does, it wouldn't work for us. But we were able to run the ball effectively with PJ and with Dez, and I thought it was good.
Is the old line coach, are you pretty proud of the guys up front?
I'm excited about the way they played. I think we got some stuff that we could do better. There's no doubt. And really, to me, I think that's the message of this game. We're really excited about being 1-0. That's the goal every week. But in every phase of the game, we've got some things we can do better, and we got to get back and get to work.
Kyle, you put some emphasis on special teams. Federico, perfect on field goals, and then the punt, where you forced the fumble. Rewarding because of the time you guys put in on that to have it affect the game like that.
It's important to us. It's important to us, and I think you're right. Today was a day where that turnover on the punt return came up. I think we can do a better job punting the ball, but I'm excited about the way Kyle kicked the ball. For the most part, all his kickoffs but one were pretty good, and then kicking the field goals, he did a nice job. So I'm excited about some of the phases of special teams. But again, I think we have to punt the ball better moving forward. We have to do a better job in the return game of getting on our blocks. We knew Washington State's kickoff coverage was excellent. You look at them on film from last year; they're one of the best units we've seen. And I thought they beat us at that today. We got to be better next week.
Your assessment of Gary's performance and especially his decision making?
I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with his decision making. Even the one interception, that was a timing throw to Dez. Dez kind of got knocked around trying to get out and didn't get there on time. So it was unfortunate that field zone. It becomes catastrophic unless your defense comes up with a great stop. And it's one of the key possessions in the game for our defense is holding them right there to a field goal.
The first play from scrimmage, what was the thinking on that? Was that something that you guys work on a lot?
It's just an alert, and if we get man-to-man coverage, we feel like Leonte's going to win. And I think we had it twice in the game. We hit it once, and then the other one was down in the end zone, and their kid made a nice play on it.
You talked about the pass rush. You talked about the job Komoko did, and Darius obviously did quite a bit.
Yeah, Komoko showed up. He showed up today. That was exciting. He's somebody that, since we recruited him, we felt like could be an asset to us. And I know he had the 1 sack today. He might have had more than that, but he got into the quarterback a couple times. He had 2 sacks. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's a guy who could be very disruptive rushing the passer, and he's got a skill set that we really haven't had here.
And then Darius.
Yeah, I didn't notice Darius as much in the pass rush. I'm not saying he didn't do a good job. I just have to look at it on film. But Darius is a complete player. Darius is one of the best football players on this team, and somebody that's critical to our defense.
Kyle, what does it say about Anthony Chaffee? He doesn't have a big role at corner, but he makes that recovery to put you guys ahead pretty much.
Anthony's been a selfless player since he's been here. His career here started on special teams, and I think John Aiken hit him. It was John Aiken caused the fumble, and then Anthony recovered it. So 2 guys in our secondary that play a lot on special teams, and really the pivotal moment in the finish of that game.
You went mostly 4 safeties instead of 4 corners. Mostly Jacobs and who am I forgetting? Delon, and Aiken, instead of the 4 corners. What was the thinking behind that?
It's really Delon's ability to play both. Delon is our nickel. He plays down on the slot sometimes, and he's got a lot of versatility. So when we put him down there, we feel like he's got a corner skill set. He's done a good job at safety, and going forward, it's really about trying to get the best matchups and get the best 11 out there.
you have a sense on what this win means, early season momentum or anything like that, going to West Coast and getting a win like this?
It's always good to get the first one. It means we're 1-0. But like I told the team, we've got a lot of work to do. We got a game coming up next week that we got to be 1-0 as well. So I don't believe in week-to-week momentum in football. I think there's momentum within the game. But next week will be a new team, different matchups, different schemes that we got to get ready for.
When they really hit their stride in the middle of the game, what did you see you guys, weren't doing that you had to get back to?
Well, we got to look at it on film. I think, there's going to be some things we're going to need to correct for sure if we play this style of offense again, which I don't know that we will. But I think you have to credit them as well. They've got really good coaches. They're as good at what they do as anybody in college football. So they're going to make plays. There's no doubt about that. I thought we did a good job early in the game, and they did a good job counterpunching.
When the game mattered? Go ahead, sir.
Naked eye was tackling an issue tonight.
At times, but I don't want to come off and say that they don't have great athletes, because they've got great athletes at those skill positions, and they put you in space, and they're going to make you miss sometimes. You got to get multiple people to the ball, but tackling's an area we can improve in. Absolutely.
When the game mattered most, you did Paul James after the fumble, delivered 6 times, 27 yards. That by design to give him the ball there and try to get you the end zone?
Yeah, I think it comes down to a couple things. One, we want to run the ball effectively to set up whatever else we do on offense. I think the other one is it's an opportunity to shorten the game. When you get into the fourth quarter and possessions are limited, if you can limit the amount of possessions they'll have, if you do score, it's always a positive. So unless they were able to stop us, we're going to keep giving it to them.
How about good wins performance, cornerback?
I got to look at it on film. He had the one interception early. That was nice. I know they looked like they got a touchdown on him. That's just going to happen when you play corner. But we'll evaluate it. We'll probably have a better answer for you tomorrow. All right, guys. Enjoy the flight back.